All right, welcome to the Vault Report, Loyola Chicago edition. I'm here with Des Watson and Philip Alston. I appreciate it, guys, taking the time out. I'll start with you, Des. Kind of what went into your decision, just to transfer to Loyola. What stood out, for you with this coaching staff and having an off season with them already?
Well, like Davidson, I left Davidson because like the culture wasn't really like a good match. Nothing against them, great people, but the culture just wasn't for me. And immediately when I hit the portal, I could just tell that the culture here was just it was totally different. Everybody wanted it. Um, so and then during this off season, it's just like we're so close knit as a team. Everybody's pushing everybody to be the best every single day, no off days. And then it's like a real culture here. Like Loyola is when you say Loyola, it comes with culture. So
Absolutely. And Philip, we talked right after the season. Obviously your first year in the A10 for Loyola as well. Personally, I mean, you had a good season. What has kind of been your focus though this offseason? Where do you think you've improved most, just from an individual basketball skill standpoint?
Yeah. I know one thing that Coach Drew's has been preaching is he's been real hard on me on my leadership, like trying to gain a leadership role on this team this year. And just overall, I just been working on my game, just expanding it. Like obviously last year was like my first year playing Division 1. So it was a lot of like learning, a lot of ups and downs. So just having like a full year under my belt, like just knowing like what works in D1 that or what doesn't work in D1 that might have worked in D2, like just learning and stuff like that. I just feel like having another year under my belt is gonna help.
For sure. And Des, new team, new coaching staff. We just talked about that. What's been is if there has been an adjustment for you, just kind of coming on board. But more so, you're familiar obviously with the A10. You're familiar with Loyola last year. Again, their opening season didn't go as well as they'd like. What's kind of been the focus of this offseason, as a team preparing obviously for the season?
I would say just like the adjustment, like the natural adjustment would be, I think for anybody, just learning your teammates, how your game works with their game, and then just fitting it in to be the best team. But I can say that, being in the A10, I know this definitely isn't the team that I played last year. So I know it's gonna be a lot different. We're definitely gonna surprise some people. So
And Alston, we talked about it obviously last year. We're on in this new season. You guys have brought in a lot of new guys. I think I'm paraphrasing, but I know coach said, that they kind of had to recalibrate, adjust to a new league. You've played in that league. You have these new guys that come in, experienced guys. Obviously, the guy sitting next to you is one of them. What do you see from this new group? What are you excited about? What do they bring to the table for this team?
Yeah. I just feel like the pieces that we had this year just really just connect well this year. You could just I don't know like what it is, but you could just feel it like with our like practices and stuff. You just feel like how much better this team is than it was the past year, and like it just makes everyone feel the excitement. Honestly,
Definitely. And, you know, I want to, in a moment, I want to kind of go through. We'll do a little quick, rapid fire for you guys, whatever comes to mind with your teammates and coaching staff. If you don't mind, kind of, I'll ask the question. You maybe, again, whoever has a thought, you can speak first and then the other person can go. But I'll start with, because I know you guys got some hoopers on your coaching staff. So, what's one member of the coaching staff you're bringing to the playground for a little pickup basketball?
one, you said one coach.
yeah,
One coach.
If he's stretched out and warm, I gotta pick KC.
yeah, yeah. That'll be my pick too.
Same
Yeah,
thing. All right. All right. Um, Most intense guy on the practice floor.
Oh,
easy. Drew.
Drew,
Yeah,
easy by a mile, by a
Drew.
mile.
What about
damn.
player? What about player?
Player, Pat.
Probably
Yeah,
Pat.
Pat.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
got a different type of vibe and energy.
yeah.
It's hard to match
Always
that.
energy.
Yeah, you need one of those guys though, right?
For sure.
Um, Teammate that thinks he's funny, but he is not.
Uh,
I
Don't
don't
even.
even know.
I
I ain't
don't
gonna
want to
lie.
blow up anyone's spot.
We got a funny
nah, I
group.
gotta think about that one.
A funny.
Or I could say someone who has a future in comedy. Maybe we'll keep it positive.
Funniest?
Funniest. Nah, funniest jokes wise probably got to be this dude named JD.
Yeah, Jaden Dawson definitely
JD,
funny.
yeah, JD got it.
Uh, and then lastly, go-to spot. You're taking a visitor in Chicago. Des, I don't know how much time you spend in Chicago, but where are you taking them in Chicago?
What you say?
Where are you taking a visitor into Chicago? What's your go-to spot if you're going in the city?
Probably Portofino's.
Dang, that's what I was
Probably Portofino's.
Yeah, it's right on the
For
water.
sure. Right on the water. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Been good. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate the time. I know we're going to connect during the season. Best of luck, as practices keep going. And I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to bring this year. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.